Sorry, I didn't want to talk. So when you first come into my classroom, there is a happy face on the board. So everyone, if they're being a good citizen and stuff, their name stays in. And if they have to use a washroom, they just take it out and put it down below. We have the day plan. We have natural or just regular lamps because I can't stand the lights on the ceiling. A little work area that I can sit and work with the kids. We got flexible seating in the room. This is my teaching assistants area here, and that's Kenny. So we have pictures of him up on the wall. What I want to do with this wall here is create an area where the kids can bring in pictures of their family so they see their culture and heritage in the classroom. This is the area that my EA has here, so it takes up quite a bit of room. There's a standing table. The standing table I actually want to put at the back of the room. The standing table works really well for flexible seating. Those are just boxes that are empty that I'm going to be decluttering. This area here, I won't have Kenny next year. I've had him for the last 2 years. He has cerebral palsy. This area here, I want to convert to a rug. I want to have a bench up against this wall, and I want to have some cushions and make it a really cozy little area. And this bookcase here, I want to turn sideways and put mirrors on the back. This is a grade 3 classroom. This is an area where the children will share their stories, and during quiet read to self or read with a buddy, they can share their stories. So everything's numbered. They all have a number that matches their coat hook and their file box that I'll show you in a second. But they love creating stories, and this is just a free write type thing. But I want to turn that sideways and put it here, and then kind of change that up as one area. Kind of lucky that there's a cabinet kind of dividing the room. I've been collecting a lot of books over the years. My EA just brought in a little stool. We do have a dream catcher, and there's a little lady there. We changed the flowers out with seasons. Lots of books. Did get a new carpet last year. This is the little reading area. This is where we have our class meetings. Usually after recess, when the kids come in, we'll do Mind Up and calm down and chat about our day. We usually read a story right after recess. And so that's in discussions about what we're reading. Usually from our books, inquiries will take place. I try to read a lot of Indigenous books. Kids are very curious. They have a lot of questions about First Nations and what came out of our last little inquiry, where they had some reflection time and they were writing. Quite a few of my students want to know how did they live, what did they eat, how did they carve a tree. So with ADST, we're going to be looking at doing some carving. Math manipulatives we keep in these drawers here, and then we have a lot of poems and charts and stuff that we've been working on. Area, rocking chair, people will sit in it, I'll sit in it to do presentations, and we have an art area here. The kids are actually tall enough that they can come up here. They actually take really good care of all the supplies. Everything's labeled. I find that with chalk it's a little bit easier. And then the coat room is all numbered, so they keep all their extra school supplies. They know that they have a little bin. It's a little messy right now. I'll probably keep the art center in the same spot. And then back here, I'd love to declutter this back here, make like a little desk, put maybe 2 little desks back there, a little table, a little quiet, maybe inquiry-based area. We have a projector. I have a retired teacher that comes in and reads a lot with the kids twice a week. She spends a good half hour to 45 minutes. This is one of the inquiry-based projects. We started, one of my students, Jamie, her grandpa had some worms in his backyard, so he brought in some worms, and we had to research what did we need to take care of worms and what do we need to start a tank. So we went and looked it up on the internet. We knew that we had to get sand, dirt, and then food scraps. So that's what's going on right now in the tank. This blind's broken. But we have some, and it was neat because the kids were all one day staring out this window, so I want to create a window there. There's a spider web out there, and the kids would just stand there for hours and stare. The only thing I have big, beautiful windows with lots of sunshine that comes through. We have, and these are all their little centers areas here. So everything's labeled, and they all know that there's a space for it, and that's our Friday free time. Try only use the math books as a reference guide. because we are a traditional school, I do have to have something in the classroom, so it's just taking up space. I really don't use it. And then I just recently got a basket, put the clipboards and headphones, so it's a calming down area. The cushions are below. There's some calming down tools in here. So it's a calming down area, so we've created that from taking this class. We created a little art thing, so now we have hole punches and stamps that I just recently did. And then we have more inquiry projects, manipulatives. The kids can come and grab their beads with letters and stuff on it if they want to spell words. Paper down there with all the letters. And then we have a lot of anchor charts around the room that I've created with the kids. Very nice that I was able to get that from one of my children. Had that made up for me. We have math manipulatives, easy access for the kids, little tubs, clocks, and then lots of little, oops, that's empty, all the beads and stuff, so I love that for counting. So I've been trying to find some stuff, but I want to create a better little system for the math area. It would be nice to have another little rug. See, with the classroom right now, you can see how big it is, but I would like to either get rid of these desks, get some little round tables, even if it is grade 2, grade 3, grade 1, because I can put school supplies like in little crates, or I got all these shelves I can do stuff with. I would like to have this in a